If this happens to you and you get a ridiculous quote from a shop that says, oh, we need to replace the engine, we need to do the whole, we need to find a good used engine and throw it in there. You don't have to do that. You can go in here, the shop can do it. I mean, it's going to charge you a lot in labor. Parts, maybe $500. Nah, maybe $750. But you don't need to replace the whole engine if this happens to you. All right. All right, boys and girls. Today we are in session and we're going to learn about the Honda J Series V6. This will be a series I'm going to do. J Series Class 101, right? If you guys are going into college, the 101 classes are your basics. Well, this is a little bit beyond basics for the Honda J Series engine. But what I wanted to share with you, I know it looks like a lot right here, but it's really not. It's not all that bad. This engine is relatively easy to work on. Okay, so what happened with this particular engine is it blew a head gasket. Always do both head gaskets. Bank 1, bank 2. Right? Actually, the back one's bank 1. This is bank 2. Always do head gaskets in a pair. Don't ever just do one. Okay? Another thing you want to make note of is if you have, this is an interference engine. So if your timing belt breaks, right? You're driving along and snaps and you have no more power and won't start. It is an interference engine, meaning that these pistons can come up and make contact with the valves. Because the valves are right here, okay? And the valves come down, and the piston comes up, and they smack each other, they kiss each other. They give each other a nice little kiss. Little kiss. And then what happens is you get bent valves, okay? And what happens is you'll assemble everything back together again, and you'll have a misfire. And you'll be like, what the heck, okay? On a valve, you cannot tell if it's bent. Looking at it with your bare naked eye is not going to tell you if you have a bent valve. What you have to do is actually spin it. So you can get a drill, put the valve into the drill, and then spin the valve on the drill, and you can actually see if it's bent. All right, because just putting it on a table and rolling it back and forth isn't going to show you anything. So it's always best to have your head sent out to a machine shop, have the head resurfaced, you know, down to perfectly flat, and then also have the valves checked, as well as your valve stems. They can lap the new valves in, or if any valves are burnt, or any of that stuff there, right? Okay, so let's say you're dealing with this engine, right? Let's say you're dealing with a Honda J Series engine and the time belt is broken, okay? This snaps. And funny thing about this particular case right here, this is actually a Gates belt. Can I see it? I might have to spin it around. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to see it, but this is a Gates belt. It has Gates logo all over it, right? But if you look over here, it says Mitsubishi, right? I don't know how to pronounce that. You have a Mitsubishi sticker right here saying the time belt was done, but it's a Gates belt, and if you look right here, I don't know if you guys can see it, that's the water pump. It says Ison. It's an Ison water pump. Okay, so let's say it breaks, okay? And you're out of timing. You're this far deep into it, okay? So what you need to worry about is getting this engine back into timing, okay? So back here, starting the back left cylinder where my finger is pointing right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Firing order on this engine is 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Right there is your crankshaft pulley. Right there on that top cover, the top timing belt cover, is an arrow. That arrow, what it's pointing to, is a mark on the crankshaft pulley. You have to line that up to get it around to line up on number 1, okay? A lot of the times I think of the J Series engines as the bottom part of the engine, this lower part of the engine, doesn't really care about timing. Well, it cares about timing, okay, but it's very easy to set up. Okay, so you have the arrow right there. I have a 1/2-inch socket plugged into the side of it right now, which you can't see. And I'll actually bring it around, okay? I've actually marked it with silver paint marker so you can see it better. But that little mark has to line up. Why can't I get this flashlight to stay? Is right there. That black arrow is right there where the laser is, okay? Then right on this outer edge of the crankshaft pulley is the mark on the pulley you need to match up with. Okay, so let me bring that around. This engine spins clockwise. Okay, here we go. So you can see the silver paint right there. And inside that silver paint is a little mark, little notch. Hopefully you guys can see that. And right, no, I missed a little bit. Okay, right there I'm lined up on it, okay? And you'll also notice that the number one piston is top dead center, okay? So you want to set up before you, if you have a timing belt that's broken, and the valves are still on, I mean the heads are still on it, don't worry about where the heads are, okay? Don't worry about that at all right now. All you got to do on the lower part is worry about lining the crankshaft pulley up with that arrow to get the number 1 piston to top dead center. And I'll show you in another video. I'll put links down in the description below of how you line up the heads before putting the timing belt on. So you have to have the lower part of the engine in top dead center lined up, and you have to have both heads lined up as well. But like I said, I'll do a different video on that. So let me spin this again. I'll show you what the piston looks like when it's moving. Okay, and there's number 1. Okay, see? It's moving. Coming around. And I'm not going to be able to, I'll keep it right here. Okay, I should be really close. Yep. So there's a silver mark again. I'm really close to being on top dead center for the lower part of the engine. So, like I said, if you have a broken timing belt and you're going this far in to replace it, the first step to lining everything back up is that get your lower part of the engine, the block, lined up on the top dead center on cylinder number 1, which is right there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Firing order is 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Stay away from Gates products. I hate Gates. Gates sucks now. They used to be top notch 40 years ago, but they are junk now. So just stay away from those. Stay away from Gates as much as you can. Their hoses are okay, but stay away from their belts, their water pumps, especially their water pumps. Stay away from Gates. Okay. Hope this helped you out, guys. If you're working on a Honda J Series V6 engine and you're getting this far into it, you're doing it because the timing belt broke. That's your first step into getting everything lined back up. All right, next video I'll show you how to do the heads. But if this happens to you and you get a ridiculous quote from a shop that says, "Oh, we need to replace the engine. We need to do the whole. We need to find a good used engine and throw it in there." You don't have to do that. You can go in here. The shop can do it. I mean, it's going to charge you a lot in labor, parts, maybe $500. Nah, maybe $750. But you don't need to replace the whole engine if this happens to you. All right. Hopefully this has helped you out, guys. If you can, subscribe. It's free, 100% free. They should have called it follow, not subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before 2026, before Christmas time. But there you go, guys. If it's helped you out, hit that subscribe, follow, like, and I'll keep them rolling for you.